What's going on, guys? It's Lodgers here, and today I'm giving you a bit of a different format for a video. I'm going to actually be talking over gameplay, hopefully. I'll put in the background. I don't know what I'm putting in the background because I'm pre-recording this audio. So, yeah. I put out on Instagram something about what should I talk about for a video. And someone put Brexit, so that's what I'm going to talk about. So, Brexit. Now, I bet you're wondering already, was a 14-year-old talking about Brexit? And I'm talking about it because I feel like I can voice my opinion on it because I know some facts. And to be honest, it's a shit show. That's just what it is. David Cameron back in 2016 obviously organised a deal to leave the European Union in 2019 on the, what was it, 28th of last month, basically. And yeah, he cocked that up. Theresa May was thrown in because David Cameron left when everyone voted, well, not everyone, but 52% voted to leave, and he wanted to obviously stay because he was petitioning to stay. And when they voted to leave, when the country voted to leave, he left. He went to the Bahamas. He's having a nice pina colada somewhere. Whilst Theresa May got thrown into all of this, and she's trying to work out a deal which probably will not work properly. And we've got about, like, what, a week or two until we have to leave by law with a no deal. And no deal Brexit means that we are just screwed, basically, because, well, we have no trading or anything like that. So I'm going to educate you a bit on Brexit. Theresa May getting shoved into it, probably unfair on her, but at the same time, her trying to organise a deal where if they vote for her deal and she leaves, it will just cock us all up again, like it did with Cameron, because he ended up leaving anyway, and someone else get thrown into it, and they get the mess of it. So doing that is probably not the best thing for May to say, and it's ridiculous because literally the whole country is just, if the politicians didn't lie to us about what was going on with the country, we may not be in this situation, and we probably would have voted to stay, which also could have fucked people over about Article 13, which I'll get onto later. But people voted to leave because politicians and Labour Party and Conservatives and all the parties told us lies that they would do this and this if we stayed and if we left. And to be honest, they just lied, so they would get their vote that they wanted. But it ended up just cocking the country over, and we are just in a mess. Everyone else in the whole world is practically laughing at us at this point because of what has happened. Now, Theresa May getting shoved into it isn't the best for her. Obviously, everyone wants another referendum, soft deal. Brexit is hard. No one really wants the hard one because then obviously that's bad for us. But no one really wants this to happen at this point because of what's happened. And there's been a lot of protests on the streets and everything, on Twitter and everything. It was just, everything's turned upside down and everyone's just having a rager because no one really knows what's going on at this point because of what's happened and everything. So what I said earlier about Article 13, I'm going to elaborate on that. Now, if you don't know what Article 13 is, it is basically something that will affect a lot of YouTubers in the EU. It won't affect anyone in America unless they watch YouTubers from the UK or Italy or Spain or Germany or something like that. But Article 13 is, well, just give me a second to search it up. Article 13 is basically EU introducing heavy copyright laws on a lot of things, which could copyright the video I'm using in the background or not. But yeah, Article 13 is the EU's new copyright directive. Is one of the new. Sorry, Article 13 of the EU's new copyright directive has sparked huge controversy online, with YouTube campaigning strongly against the proposal. We explain why. Well, I'm reading off a website right now because that's what I'm just trying to get at to explain it to you. And basically, it's just it's going into power in 2 years. So for 2 years, we can try and get it sorted out, and by that time I'll be year 11. I would have left school. But every YouTuber has been campaigning against this. KSI campaigned against it on Twitter. So I'm going to try to pull that tweet up so I can read it out to you lot. But yeah, it's ridiculous. Because I don't get why a bunch of 50-year-olds and everything are voting on Article 13 when I bet you they aren't thinking about YouTubers' jobs or the internet in general, because they do not care, because they are old ball bags. And that's ridiculous, because it's stupid. It is just stupid. Because Article 13, as I said, is voted on by old people, and old people definitely do not use the internet. And it's ridiculous, because KSI tweeted out on let me find it. But whilst I do find it, I'm going to talk about, Article 13 and everything. So, it's ridiculous, because people who don't get to vote on it are getting affected by it, but people who don't really care about it are the ones choosing what to do with it. And they're messing up a lot of what's going on. Let me actually explain it to you properly, because I feel like I'm just mumbling at this point. But if we stay in the EU, Article 13 will affect British YouTubers and Europe in general. If we leave the EU, it won't affect British YouTubers that much, and a lot of people are now wanting to leave the EU, and some must still want to stay. Now, a lot of people want to stay, a lot of people want to leave. No one really knows what's going on, because after Article 13 was pointed out, a lot of younger people, everything started to outrage against it and all of that. I couldn't find KSI's tweet in the end, but yeah. A lot of younger people, like KSI, like a lot of YouTubers from Britain, campaigned against it. YouTube themselves campaigned against it. If you're from Britain or EU, I'm pretty sure they had a whole thing on the website saying they are campaigning against Article 13. And when it got passed, it's just a lot of old people not understanding what's going on with the internet voting on it, as I've reiterated a lot of times. But yeah, it's just a whole mess, and I don't even know how to start with it, because it's just a video I wanted to make for a long time where I could just express my opinions to you a lot, because I haven't had a lot to do recently, because I haven't been uploading, obviously. But on to another thing. This is very childish, but you know, Prince Harry says Fortnite shouldn't be allowed in the UK. He wants to ban it, basically. So, during a visit to the YMCA in London, Prince Harry warned against the addictive nature of social media and Fortnite, calling the game irresponsible because it's created to addict. Read this off Twitter, because Twitter is amazing. But, yeah, you know, that's something. Don't know what else to talk to you guys about. How's your day been? Leave it in the comments below. Yeah, that'll probably be the end of this video. I don't know what else I'm saying. I'm talking loads of waffle. If you disagree with my opinions, put it down in the comments. If you don't, leave a like. Tell me what else you want to see on this channel. I'm a mess, and I wonder what gameplay I put in behind this. So I will see you guys in the next video, and